Here we go.
138 Quebec, yeah, yeah.
.46, 50, airspeed 55.
Skyhawk 1 Quebec, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
138 Quebec, clear for takeoff, 133 for southeast departure.
Mark Tower 5275 Whiskey.
Skyhawk 75 Whiskey, go ahead.
Was that left downwind for departure?
Left downwind's approved.
Wind is blowing that way big time. We're almost over the taxiway. All right, we're going to turn left. Scared yet? Sorry? Scared yet?
Well, a little bit.
We're going to climb on out of here to go departure. We got a 20 knot wind coming from that direction. So we're going to be crabbing just a little bit. You see here, you can see that plane that just took off behind us, showing on the map. It's them there, the little diamond. A little bit of trim so I don't have to fight it so much. .300 on our altitude. We want to stay at 2500, so we're going to reduce our RPMs, bring the nose down. All right, our speed's going to increase, but we want to hold 2500. We're right underneath the Bravo shelf for BWI. We don't want to go up into their airspace. Everything looks good. Fuel pressure, fuel, oil temps, vacuum, 88 volts. So we look nice. All right. Nose down just a touch. I'd rather pull back and keep us up than have to keep pushing the plane forward to keep us below it. Rather it drop than go too high. That island is one of our emergency landings. If we had to do one, that's where we would land. Turn just a little bit to the right because I don't want to drift over into any planes coming in land. So we're going to point right at Rock Hall there. This our normal cruising speeds 108, 109, We're across this way. Of course, I'm going to zoom back in here a little bit so we can see the Bravo. You can see we're crossing here. We got that other plane coming behind us. They're probably going to the practice area. All right, let's just do direct. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and look up airports. We're going to back to here, back to the top, Easton. I know Easton, we're still inside of this airspace barely. Once we clear this shore, then we're going to transition out and we'll change over to their frequencies. They get ATIS, their tower is 118.525. Easton is the same as this one. It's a Class Delta airspace. We can go around it, or we can transition through it, or we can go over it. We're not stopping there, so we'll just continue on. At this point, I could put autopilot on and it'll steer us right to there to get there. I'm going to wait till we're outside of this airspace before I bother doing that.
Does that mean these guys are really close to us?
Well, you say they're still over the water, so they're still a ways back, but they're 300 below us, so they're down at 200 feet. So yeah, but that means they're within 2.5 miles, maybe 3 miles of us. That's what that brings. I'm going to get us there, and then on the way back, I'll let you do some flying if you're good with that.
Okay.
You can see the bridge there. So their airspace is up to 2,600 feet. So technically, once we're out from under this, which we are, we can climb to 3,500 and pass right over Easton without talking to them. So you can have through, or you can go over. We're going to go ahead and climb up and see if we can find some smoother air. Well, I've engaged the autopilot, so it's flying us right now. It's doing it based on our heading here, and our altitude of 3570, so it'll make sure we maintain that. But what I'm looking for right now is Easton. So we are 15 miles from there, so I'm going to call them here shortly. I'll switch over and just let them, matter of fact, we'll go ahead and switch over now and let them know that we are to be transitioning over their airspace. What I'm going to do is switch back to the airport. Their ATIS is 124.475. So we'll switch up here. 4.475 switch over and we can listen.
Clear. Temperature 8, dew point 0. Altimeter 2995. Expect a visual approach, runway 22. Runway 22, clear for instructions and IFR altitude assignments. Advise on initial contact. You have golf.
How loud do you? How loud?
Eastern Airport information, Golf 1450 Zulu. Wind 250 at 7, visibility 10, sky conditions clear. Temperature 8, dew point 0, altimeter 2995. Expect a visual approach, runway 22. Read back all hold short instructions and IFR altitude assignments. Advise on initial contact. You have Golf.
All right, so we have Golf. I'm not hearing any of their traffic, so Towers 118525, which we're on. All right.
Eastern Tower, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey.
5257 Whiskey, Eastern Tower.
Yes, that's 5275.
75 Whiskey. I just want
To inform you, we're going to be transitioning over your airspace at 500 feet
in
out to Cambridge.
I'll say again.
I'm going to be transitioning over your airspace at 3,600 feet en route to Cambridge. Just wanted to inform you. 5275 Whiskey.
2575 Whiskey, roger. Transition approved. Eastern altimeter 2995.
2995. Thank you, sir. 5275 Whiskey.
5 Sierra Papa, make right, close traffic.
Right close traffic, 5 Sierra Papa.
Even though I'm over them, I wanted to let them know. I don't technically have to, but it's better to do that just so that they're aware you're up there and can keep an eye out for you.
5 Sierra Papa, can I have the exit to the northwest?
5 Sierra Papa, roger. You on the scene, want to proceed to the northwest
Anything
now?
so far?
Correct.
5 Sierra Papa, proceed on
Can't
course.
hear you.
Eastern altimeter
I like it.
2995.
2995, I appreciate it, Eastern Tower. Have a good one.
Is this where we're going? Eastern?
Easton is where we're flying over. We're actually traveling down to Cambridge. Once we hit Easton, we'll select Cambridge and head straight down to there.
That's still in Maryland?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you not leave the state? Huh? Are you not allowed to leave the state? Are you on house state arrest or something? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go back over here. We're going to switch over, look at Cambridge. Cambridge is on Unicom. There is no tower. We have to do all calls to the tower, to the traffic. Let them know we're coming into land. So we'll switch to 1227 here. So I'm going to go ahead while we're up there, 122, and we'll go to 7. That way we can start listening to it once we pass. Get close to it and start listening, see what traffic is in the area, what runway they're using. Right now, it looks like they have runways 34 and 16. So winds are 280, so we're going to use runway 34. So basically, if you go to runways, winds variable, so it's showing you it's a little low, but we'll see what runway is the current runway in use, and then we'll make an approach on that. But if the winds are 280 at 4 right now, then yeah, we'll use runway 34 because that'd be the best angle. So 34 comes in at 340 degrees, 280 would be off to our left. 270 would be due west, 360 would be due north. So we know that 280, the winds are coming in. So we're going to have the best headwind to land on 34. Here's the Easton Airport, straight down below us. So we're going to go ahead and do direct to, and we're going to put in . Cambridge.
Lima 5 Sierra Papa, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, copy Germany.
Hey, whoa, that's not what I wanted.
Eastern Tower, good morning. November 59093 Echo.
That is not...
Lima 59093 Echo,
one.
Eastern Tower, altimeter 29905. Say request.
I'm about 14 miles to northwest. I have information.
Gotta pay attention to that.
Stop landing.
There we go.
And 59093 Echo, say your altitude.
3,300, 59093 Echo.
59093 Echo, roger, into the right down.
We want to be...
Right down
full for traffic.
93 Echo.
know the tower's watching us because they're called in. We want to make sure that they're aware. So you can see we're 16 miles from Cambridge right now as we over.
That's where we're going, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the other Cambridge apparently was a long way. There's a plane right there.
Traffic.
See? That's what that's telling us about.
That guy's going pretty fast.
Yeah. Much faster than we are. We'll probably cross right near that bridge because it's just on the other side of that bridge. Now we're flying like this. The winds are coming from that direction at 26 knots. This way we have a little bit of a tailwind, but if we were flying straight at it, it would push us off to the left. So we have to cant this way so that it keeps us from being pushed towards the east.
The autopilot land the plane too?
Oh. I wish, but no. We're dreaming. 737s, some of the bigger airliner airplanes, they have it to where it can if it has to, but they don't usually let it. That's probably the airport right there that you see off in the distance. So it is Cambridge because I've not been there. Let's look at the runways, verify. Yeah, see, now we can see the wind. So it's saying 3/4 is the favorable. We got a 3-knot crosswind, 3-knot headwind. So that's where we want to go. So we pick 3/4, and it's left downwind traffic. So we're going to go out this way and come in from the other side, left downwind. And we want to verify that on our heading, so you can see 3/4 is back that way behind us, and we're coming on runway 16 right now. So the other thing we got to be careful of as we transition around them is to make sure that nobody's coming off the runway right at us. So we're still listening to them back there. We're a good ways away. Once we get close, I'm going to transition. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and turn on switch this one over and turn it on.
6198, turning left base,
We're listening. This
County traffic, Cherokee 9373 Whiskey, turning left downwind. Runway 29 Chester County. Quantum traffic, Sky Ventures 302, turning base, runway 151.
Hear how nasty that is? You get that the whole time because
Maryland traffic, Cessna 66198, turning final
the Unicom frequency, and so multiple airports are using that same frequency.
Right downwind, 34 for 2, Carol.
You're listening for Cambridge. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring our heading up. I'm going to bring it a little to the right because I want to go around that way, and I'm going to switch the heading. Now instead of flying right to the airport, the plane's going to go the way I tell it to go based on the heading. That way we don't fly straight over and have to loop out and back, come around. So we are going to go more to the right. That's not quite enough.
Quantum traffic, Sky Ventures 302, turning final, runway 151.
sure we got no TFRs or space. Blue line.
Traffic, November 292 Tango Alpha is going to be coming back into the pattern at a left downwind for 3. Probably about 3 miles out.
All right. We're going to turn off them now since we're far enough away.
Chester County traffic, Cherokee left base, 29 Chester County. It's light top below about 3,400 feet above the cloud deck. Yeah, to the left you can get up there at 45 and smooth.
Sure, County Sky 2 Whiskey Red Base 34.
24.
County Scout 243 Golf.
Because it's a shared frequency, it is non-stop.
Okay, traffic, this is 79 Echo Papa, entering the downwind for right traffic, 34 up to 45, so.
Cambridge County traffic, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey is 7 miles to the northeast, inbound for 45 entry into left downwind, runway 34, 5275 Whiskey, Cambridge traffic.
Didn't have to give my call sign again. I did. So we want to be careful here. Like I said, keep an eye out.
Cambridge traffic, Skyhawk 350 runway 34.
We're stepping on each other.
Northeast departure.
Just,
away 2 minutes, 5,500 feet below. Watch out.
we're going to start our descent. We're going to do a V-speed down. 600 feet a minute. We're only at 3,500, so it shouldn't take us much to get down. Our altitude is going to go down.
Traffic, November 292 Tango Alpha is coming back into the pattern now. Left downwind for 3-4. Second in pattern behind the airplane and on downwind.
So 45 means we're going to fly out, away, and turning.
Okay, traffic, this is 79 Echo Papa, turning base 34, touch and go, final traffic in sight.
So he right now is turning the turn final, so he's going across this way on the runway. When he says turning final, means he's coming in to land.
County traffic, Cherokee 677 Bravo, 10 miles to the northwest, established inbound on the localized.
It's where people don't listen.
Southwest at 2,000 feet.
Just step over each other.
Lima Charlie.
So with auto,
This is 789 Echo Papa, turning final 34, touch and go, Carol.
may not be on the same. So, what was I going to say? Oh, with autopilot, when I set the altitude at 1,000 and tell it to descend to 650 feet, the autopilot, once it reaches 1,000, will level back off automatically. Obviously, we're not going to go. Matter of fact, I'm going to disable autopilot now. Well, we can turn our heading that way. We have to enter a 45, and I don't want to. I'm going to back off on our airspeed.
Hanover traffic, 292 Tango Alpha.
I don't want to get there too soon.
434, Hanover traffic.
All right, fuel, undercarriage, mixture, props. We can go back to full rich on mixture.
Traffic,
Flaps,
away.
landing.
6,000 feet below, watch out.
Let me keep an eye out for any air traffic. It's better to slow scan than this. It's better to go a slow scan than a rapid scan. So just look at an area and look for movement, and then move about 5 degrees, look for another area, and on that route.
Cambridge traffic, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey is 3 miles entering left 45 downwind for runway 34, Cambridge traffic.
Know if it's picking this radio. Gee. We had 45 right on the numbers. We know 34 is coming back this way. That's the way we want to go. We've got a 14 knot tailwind right now, so might get a little bumpy. Okay.
Hanover traffic, Cessna 774.
Maryland traffic, Cessna 661908, turning left crosswind runway 20, Maryland traffic.
Hanover traffic here, 17 Bravo, 5 miles to the northwest at ASME, inbound, localizer 16. Gonna break it off at pattern altitude under left traffic, runway 34, full stop Hanover.
My gosh.
Cambridge traffic, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey's entering left downwind for runway 34, Cambridge traffic.
Tis not available.
To turn this way just a little bit so that we don't.
Maryland traffic, Cessna 661908, left downwind runway 20, Maryland traffic.
Maryland, that's like a huge. Out this way a little bit.
Cambridge traffic, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey's turning base for runway 34, Cambridge traffic.
We're going to overshoot it because of this tailwind that's pushing us. We're going to just go on around.
Cambridge traffic, 5275 Whiskey's turning final for runway 34, Cambridge traffic.
Maryland traffic, Cessna 661908,
All right,
turning
you
left
ready to land?
runway 20,
Yeah,
Maryland
good.
traffic.
Pretty sure the diner is at that end down the building, so that's where we're going to go. Time is it? It's down at 10:30, so we got time. What'd you think?
Yes, I like it. Cambridge traffic, Skyhawk 5275 Whiskey's clear at runway 34, Cambridge traffic.
All right, we're going to turn our strobe off, flaps up, and we're winging a little bit for ground ops. Fuel, everything looks good. And let's pull on up there and find parking. A lot of planes here.
Have good breakfast.
To that, well, yeah. I think some kind of flight club or something going on here. A fight club, flight club.
Tiny planes right there. Good looking though.
Probably home built too.
Oh my god.
They've got these lines facing both ways, and you can park there if you're going to back up to it, but I'm going to go over here with these guys. I don't see any. See how they backed into each other there? But I think I'll do that since we'll just pull up right here and we'll push back off the taxiway. Here on that side. All right. Everything, all the lights, avionics are going off.